Oh my god, dude.
Jesus.
So that's
Jeez, is that true?
that's delightful.
What is that actually? That actually happened.
Of course it happened. I think this is a reflection of how like just.
Oh my god.
What's up guys, Sal here. So we have seen prototypes of under-display camera smartphones from the likes of Oppo and Xiaomi. Samsung is also working on such a smartphone. We have heard Samsung executives talk about it. And now Huawei, which is the second biggest smartphone maker in the world, is also indicating that they are working on a smartphone that will have a camera hidden underneath the display. Roland Quant, who's a reliable leaker, has discovered some patent images for a Huawei smartphone which shows how the user interface is gonna behave for the new type of selfie camera. In the first glance, it might seem like a punch hole type of camera, but here in this image, the user interface is clearly drawn over the camera, indicating that it's not a punch hole camera, but rather an under-display camera. Honestly, this isn't a surprising news, but it's good to have some sort of confirmation that Huawei is actually working on it, which is a good news because it will force other companies to invest more resources into this tech to make it perfect, which is a good news again for us, as under-display camera smartphones will become mainstream sooner rather than later. So there is this image making a round on the internet. People are claiming this to be the Mate 30 Pro, which is absolutely not true. It's just a concept render made by a fan. The person who posted this has his whole Weibo account dedicated to making concepts, and still people thought this is the real deal. Anyway, it's not the Mate 30 Pro, but it looks badass though. Huawei should contact the person who made this and obtain rights for this concept. So it's a known thing at this point that Huawei is working on a new operating system known as Hongmeng OS. People thought that since the Huawei ban is now lifted, which isn't official just yet, but it looks like it's gonna happen, people thought that Huawei will take it easy with their new operating system and might delay the launch. But it looks like it's not really the case. Huawei is testing this new operating system on their upcoming Mate 30 Pro and could launch it alongside the handset. That's according to a person familiar with the matter, who also added that Huawei is inviting people to test its operating system on a new device, and that new device is a Huawei Mate 30 phone. Huawei's founder and CEO said that they are planning to ditch the American tech altogether. Right now, the US has technological domination on the global scene, but China wants to change that, and they have taken Made in China 2025 initiative where they are planning to ditch all the American or Western tech and will make everything in-house. That includes processors, operating systems, radio antennas, and everything. And the Chinese government will be contributing $300 billion to the project to enable China to compete with the United States. Huawei is also jumping on that initiative. Right now, Huawei needs American tech, but in the future, they might not. And it will be interesting to see how all of this is gonna pan out. For now, Hongmeng OS could be launched alongside the Mate 30 Pro. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments. And as always, I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.